From using OP Reshade Presets to ditching regular mechanical keyboards, here are 6 things FiveM pros do that you don't. First up, custom crosshairs. A lot of pro players use these to gain a serious advantage. Why? Well, if you played FiveM, you've probably noticed that the default crosshair only shows up when you aim your gun. That can make it really hard to know where your bullet is going, especially in fast-paced situations. With a custom crosshair, you will always know exactly where you're aiming, even before you shoot or aim. I've actually made few guides on how to install and use custom crosshairs for free. Check the description for more details. But a quick heads up, make sure to check your server rules before using one. Some realistic RP servers might ban you for using an external crosshair, so use it only if you are sure the server will not ban you. Now, let's move on to something that's 100% allowed and used by almost every pro player. Magnetic switches. Unlike custom crosshairs, you won't have to worry about getting banned for using these, and the advantage they give is honestly insane. These new switches hit the market in the last year or so, and they have been a game changer for pro players. Here's why. Magnetic switches have something called actuation point. In simple terms, you don't have to wait for the key to fully reset before pressing it again. With a regular mechanical keyboard, you need to release the key completely before it registers another input. But with magnetic switches, even if the key is only halfway up, it'll still register a new press. This means faster input, smoother movement, and a huge advantage in gameplay. There are a lot of options out there, but the one that's currently most popular is the 𝐏𝐫𝐶𝐝. It's a fantastic keyboard, but it does come with a hefty price tag. If you are looking for something more budget friendly, then I'd recommend either the Mainline 60HE or the one I'm using at the moment, which is a Drunk Deer G60. If you want to buy any of the 3 options, again, you guys could check in the description. I will leave a link for, and the reason I recommend Amazon over any other website or app is because there's a lot of trusted sellers, and if you guys do not like them or they feel weird to you, you guys could return them within a week to a month depending on the seller. Next up, we've got macros. Bunch of secret tools that a lot of pro players use, but most people don't even know about. Macros allow players to execute perfect movement and timing every single time, all while focusing on their aim instead of worrying about which key to press. For example, we offer a lot of great macros on our Discord server Motion Life, also on our shop, one of them being the speed boost macro, which basically instead of manually pressing on ASD and tapping your aim, meanwhile trying to get the perfect timing, this macro does it all for you with just one click. That means you can focus entirely on your aim and movement while the macro handles the rest. There are a ton of macros out there, but if you are looking for the best premium macros, I'd recommend checking out Motion Life website and or Discord server. And that might be biased, but in my opinion, these are one of the highest quality for macros that I have seen, and for the price being, it's something that you can't beat. So if I was you, I would join the Discord server since they make a lot of giveaways, and you don't know, you might win a speed boost or glitch roll macro key just by being lucky. Alright, for number 4, we've got tracers, a simple but game-changing mod that a lot of pro players use to gain massive advantage. So, what are tracers? In simple terms, shows up a visual effect that shows the path of a bullet after it's fired. Here's why this is useful. Let's say you were in the middle of a gunfight and you suddenly got shot. Without tracers, you might not have any idea where the shot came from. But with tracers, you will see a clear line showing the direction of the bullet, which instantly tells you where the other player is at. This gives you a huge edge because you will know exactly where to position yourself, what angles to hold, and from where to shoot back. Even if there is more than one player shooting, you will be able to see all the bullet tracers in the air, simply pointing their exact locations. Tracers are one of those mods that seem small, but can completely change the way you play. If you are not using them yet, you're definitely missing out on a huge advantage that most pros use. Next up, we've got commands, also known as F8 commands. These are a game changer because they let you tell FiveM to do multiple things in just one key press. For example, I've got a command set up where pressing E activates the sleeping emote. Now to the reason why this is important, well, imagine you are in a fight and your health is very low. Instead of healing in the open where people can shoot you easily, for me, I click on E and the player lays down on the floor, which makes it 90% harder to kill me. This is just one example, but there are a ton of commands that you guys could use to gain edge. Personally, I use commands for everything, like instantly healing and rearmoring on PvP servers, or using specific emotes on RP servers to outplay other players. If you are looking for a list of commands to try out, again, I would recommend to check out our Discord server, Motion Life, where we've got a whole section dedicated to free commands that you guys could use on your own servers. And trust me, once you guys start using commands, you will never go back. For number 6, we've got Reshade Presets, something that a lot of pro players use but try to gatekeep. Honestly, using these sometimes can feel like you're cheating because of how much of an advantage they give. Over time, I've noticed that almost every pro player has one. Has one thing in common, and that would be their choice of Reshade presets. While there's plenty of free options out there, most pros use custom pre-made presets that they've either bought and tweaked or created from scratch by themselves. These custom presets give them a full control over how the game looks like. Unlike the generic ones you guys will find on Discord servers, in my opinion, one of the coolest Reshade presets that I've seen recently is this cartoon preset. It's a paid option, but I've never seen anything like this. And if you guys are interested, I will leave a link down in the description. You guys could go check it out. I've also seen a lot of Reshade presets that highlight players, making them easier to spot. To some people, it might look like ESP or cheats, but when it comes to it, that's just basically the power of Reshade presets. Love it or hate it, this is a tool that's heavily used by tryhards and pro players. If you are serious about performing better in any type of servers, then custom paid Reshade presets are definitely worth it. And that's it. 6 things FiveM pro players use that you are not. If you start using 2 or 3 of these, you will notice a huge difference in your gameplay. Trust me, as somebody who have been watching pro players and playing FiveM by myself for over 5 years, I could tell you these tools and mods will take you from an average player to a pro. And if you guys are looking for more ways to improve your FiveM experience, I've just dropped a YouTube video on the best free FPS pack on the market that's free. In my opinion, it's a game changer, and that's currently what I use for any type of FiveM server I play. Go check it out. And that was all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and if you guys like the new style of the videos, please make sure to type keep going in the comments so I know you guys liked it. That was all for today's video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. This was 𝐏𝐿𝐴, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Push you to see more clear. I don't wanna think about the pain.